Hi guys, Keith Thurkmer Farms. It is currently last week of April, and things are finally starting to grow around here. We finally had enough warm nighttime temperatures get our soil temperatures up, so things are actually starting to rock and grow like they should, because there should already be stuff growing way bigger than this. But anyways, today I just want to take you around the farm, kind of show you what we got going on and what we've been doing. So my cabbage up by the house is finally doing something. Well, flea beetles or something are eating them. I'm not 100% certain. I haven't sprayed anything, so I'm not really too concerned, because when they go, they go. Broccoli, kind of doing, it's stalled out, but it looks like it's starting to go. They got a little bit of discolored leaves from transplant. More broccoli, more cabbage down the end. This cabbage is getting sucked underneath it because we've had such high winds around here. That one's all going to be flowers. This year has just been remarkably windy. I mean, I don't remember it being this windy since basically built the house back there and we moved on to the farm. That'd been 7-ish years ago. It's just been wickedly windy this whole time. I have had a couple days here and there. I can hear the big ag tractors in the background. Here and there where it was actually calm, but I was able to put the plastic on one day, so that was cool. And the end wall and the other end wall I just walked through. But propagation house starting to fill up. Got a few things there left over for planting today. A little bit of parsley, a little bit of cilantro. I'm considering potting them up to sell in the starts. I'm not 100% certain at this point. And I started filling up my other bench. Tomato time. Tomato. Whole bunch of tomatoes. And again, like always, I end up scrambling them. It happens to me every year. I forgot how many I had in a flat. It turns out I not only separate them lengthwise, but there's also widthwise. It happens every single year, honestly. Either that or I lose a tag and things get messed up. That's working out very great. The vent in the end does not really do that well, but when it's cool overnight and I've got it closed up and I don't get out and get back out here until 10 o'clock, then in the morning, it'll actually save me from actually overheating. Now, the wind has done a number on this thing. I fixed that. That one's peeling off. It's pushing through on the front here. When you got 30 to 50 mile per hour winds constantly all day, it's just devastating. So, got a bunch of spinach here. It was planted weeks ago. I did, this bed's all 3 spinaches per hole, 6 by 8 in between. Then I got singles and singles. Got my bunching onions getting ready to go in here. Those are gonna be on 6 in between, 5 in line. It's my 5 fabric that I used to use for all the little Tom Thumbs I used to do. Great little tiny lettuces. They only got about that big around. Beautiful little things, but they don't have pelletized seed, which makes them a pain in the butt to plant. And then you've got to thin them, and then it's just not worth it when you got to sell 2 of them because they're so small for the price you get a regular size head. Now this tunnel, the one I'm supposed to tear down, is actually doing remarkably well. I've actually taken off every other purlin trap in anticipation of taking it down. The wind has just beat the crap out of this thing, and it's still doing great. My radishes have been really finicky this year. I decided to go over and use an X roller instead of an F to try to plant them more dense because I don't want as many radishes. But the French breakfast are really affected. I mean, these have been harvested on, but there's a lot of gaps in them. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to switch that back. Starting to get some very, very nice looking kohlrabies coming through, or kohlrabi, I don't know. The beets are just starting to push. Those are some golden beets. I've got golden, I've got Chicagoga, and I've got my Detroit red floating around here. So that's what all this row is. And a bunch of weeds here, but this tunnel's supposed to come out. It's supposed to go to 4 wide because this is a tomato house. That's where all those tomatoes are planned on going. And that's my other bed that is now full of weeds. Not worried, not concerned. That'll all get covered with landscape fabric when the tomatoes get in, so I don't even have to worry about it. But high tunnel, starting to finally transition over. Got 3 full beds completely cropped out of lettuce, parsley and cilantro, the middle bed. So we got 3 more beds of lettuce. This is all of my overwintered stuff here. The stuff that was planted October 16th last year that the farm has been surviving on all winter and into this growing season. I mean, we should already be on our 2nd harvest, if not 3rd, of our new product. There's the big giant commercial ag tractor, which I don't mind them. Biggest problem is they spray glyphosate all over the place because they use Monsanto seed, but that's a whole nother situation. This greenhouse doing good. I got a bunch of Hakurais in the center I need to harvest out. The radishes are basically gone. I'll show you the one problem about planting in a greenhouse that was full of cherry tomatoes last year. This right here. I got cherry tomatoes everywhere. I mean, literally everywhere. Biggest weed problem I've ever had is created by me and tomato plants. So, they're all in my direct seed lettuce. Creates a little bit of a complication. Is what it is. I've already cropped out the arugula, which is on this side, and then my brassica mix over here. I've got 3 cuts off that already. Great, working out awesome. Really doing good. And my leaf lettuce, it is finally starting to look like something. This should be twice this size already, but it is growing in really healthy. It's starting to thicken up. So I'm very happy with it, even though it's being super slow. But that's just the way it goes this year. That has been part of the course. Coming out here into the main field, I've got my kales coming in finally. They're starting to pick up really good. So I'll have some kale before long. All on the white on black fabric. Remember I planted this out a couple weeks ago, or planted it out. Put it out a couple weeks ago. Black on one side, white on the other. Can't see it, go check it out. I don't remember what I called it. Weed-free market gardening, I think, or something. Basil's gonna go out here. Yes. Dill goes here. 2 beds of carrots still have not germinated. There's some beet and radish seeds at the end. They still haven't even popped up yet, so I'm not all that concerned. Got these other 2 sets of beds. Those are all stale seed bedding. 4 carrots. They've already been fertilized, been sitting for a while. More kohlrabi and beets. And then I've got, it's like bok choy and cabbage. Came up a little bit short towards the end there. And then I've got 4 more beds over here on the other side that I'm stale seed bedding right now. And then 2 more over, and that block's gonna be done. So I really gotta kind of work on somewhat of a plan of what exactly I'm doing there. Over on this side, yeah, looking good. Leaf lettuce just planted out yesterday. Leaf lettuce planted out the day before. Gotta get more radishes in here. I got radishes uphill. Trying to do spring daikon watermelon radishes and watermelon radishes. Not sure how that's gonna work. I also planted some old seed. One of these is new. I think this one is the new High Mowing Gourmet. This was Osborne's Gourmet from last year. Remarkable difference in the germination rates of the 2. And I think that's primarily just because the seed was old. But I planted it in the tunnel too, and unless I screwed up, I planted the same thing twice, which quite possibly could have happened. Otherwise, I just need to get rid of the seed. It's getting old. Oh yeah, overwinter spinach, still surviving off that, working out great. Just digging it out, harvesting it, and refertilizing so I get another pull of it. Need to get the cover off the strawberry bed. That is a definite need to do this week. We're finally outside of the freeze worries. Hopefully, last frost is still average a couple days away, so we could still have another week. It could actually go and frost on us again. It's happened many times. My gigantic onion lines, 450 foot, 3 rows, 3 beds in each. This one's 10 with multi-plugs, 3 each. This one's single, some overwintered. The ones that died, I'm putting in onion sets. 6 rows, 3 rows each. Beginning of the potatoes. Got 1 bed in. I've got 1, 2, 3 more prepped. So there's 40 pounds of potatoes that'll go into each of these. I'm saving a little bit back. And then I'll just start, I've got green beans and other stuff that I'm gonna march across the field here. So, I mean, there's been a lot going on the farm, even though there has not been all that much going in on the farm. And the redbuds have finally bloomed. That shows you how late everything is. Irises still have not bloomed yet. Morels are just starting to go right now. That is how far behind we are. It is unheard of. Usually that happens all about 3 weeks ago. But it is what it is. Still working on trying to get stuff set up, trying to build the rest of the team for the season. So far so good. We're plugging along. I've still got a lot of work to do. But, that's farming for you. So, hope you all like what you saw today. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a good day.